My boyfriend and I have not been talking for the past few days because of this incident. Basically, I got my period in the middle of the night, and I woke up to my legs being completely drenched in blood. I teared up a little bit because I hate being on my period, so I was really sad about that. I also ruined my boyfriend's sheets, so I was embarrassed too. I couldn't open my legs because I knew I would just bleed more, so I gently woke him up to carry me to the bathroom. He was kind of annoyed about being woken up, understandably, but I really needed to use the bathroom, and I couldn't walk because I was in pain. I was crying a little bit while he was carrying me, most likely due to the hormones because I'm not usually that sensitive, and when he put me down, I realized that I wouldn't be able to take the extra few steps to sit down on the toilet. I also knew that as soon as I opened my legs, blood would just come out. So I then asked him to give me his hand to help me get into the bathtub instead. He was annoyed and said, "Can't you do it yourself?" I said, "No, my stomach hurts." He then helped me, and I was crying because I knew I was just annoying him. When I eventually came out of the bathroom, he said, "You just ruined all my fucking sheets." I said I was sorry. He then sighed obnoxiously loud to show his annoyance. I said I was sorry. "Can you drop it? You act like you're the one cramping for a week." He then said, "Shut the fuck up. My sisters get their period too, and they're not bitches about it." I said, "What did you just say?" And he laughed and went to the kitchen. I followed him and grabbed his arm to make him look at me, and he kind of raised his voice and said, "Bro, leave me alone. You just ruined my fucking day with your bullshit." I said, "Sorry, I have my period?" And he was like, "You're acting like you're giving birth. Relax." He then followed with, "How do you want us to build a family if you cry at every fucking inconvenience?" I was crying and said, "WTF does that even have to do with this?" And he said, "See. If you can't handle period cramps, how do you want me to build a family with you?" In the moment, I thought it was his way of breaking up with me, and I said, "Are you trying to break up with me right now?" And he said, "You know you can be so stupid sometimes." I said, "What's that supposed to mean?" And he said, "I'm not talking about this anymore, go get some rest." I tried to talk about it, but he just gave me the silent treatment. Update 1. I talked to him yesterday morning, and I wanted to give an update because I saw some comments asking for one. We did not talk after our fight. I wanted to fix it and move on, but I was really hurt by the way he spoke to me and wanted him to apologize first. He didn't. I suspected he wouldn't because he always waits for me to apologize first, so I ended up texting him. My message didn't go through because he had blocked my number. I tried to text him on Instagram and discovered I was blocked there too. I then messaged him on Snapchat. He never uses it, so I think he just forgot to block me there. I told him I was sorry, but I wasn't lol, and that I just wanted to talk in person. He ended up coming over, and as soon as he came in, he acted like nothing happened, which just pissed me off. By the way, I saw a lot of comments saying things like, "How did you not know you were going to be on your period? You're old enough to know better," etc. I was 5 days late, so I didn't really know when it would come. I know I should have been more prepared, but I had no idea it would happen or that he would react like that. Anyway, I told him I wanted to talk about what happened because his words still hurt me. I apologized for waking him up, acknowledging his frustration was understandable, and explained I was too weak at the moment to go to the bathroom by myself. He responded, "You acted like you were disabled. If I hadn't been there, what would you have done?" I said I would have probably pissed my pants or gone alone and spread blood all over the room. I knew he would already be mad because I stained his bed, so I didn't want to make it worse by staining a towel too. I said I didn't like the way he was cussing at me and calling me names, and he replied, "Well, let someone else ruin your day with dumb shit and see how you react." I told him I didn't think it was dumb shit, I was in so much pain, and he didn't show any sympathy. He just looked at me like I said the dumbest thing in the world. I also told him that I scheduled an appointment with an OB/GYN because what I experienced wasn't normal. He said, "Well, I just hope next time you won't piss me off." I asked, "Why are you so mean?" And he didn't answer, he just went on his phone. I got mad and took his phone. Wrong move, I know, because he always dismisses me in the most disrespectful way to make me feel dumb. I took his phone to make him pay attention to me, and he tried to take it back a few times. I said I wanted to finish the conversation, and he just got even angrier. He ended up grabbing my wrist and twisting it to make me drop it. I obviously started crying, and he was like, "What the fuck are you crying about? You did this to yourself." Through tears, I said I just wanted to talk to him. He mocked me, and at this point, I was so hurt I just told him to leave. He left, and in the heat of the moment, I texted him saying it was over. I started thinking about all the messed up things he did or said to me and how he literally assaulted me. A couple of hours later, his sister, my very good friend, sent me a huge text asking if I was okay. She said her brother told her I went crazy and that he was worried for me but that I just broke up with him out of nowhere. I haven't responded yet because I'm too ashamed to reveal what happened. I don't know what to do. She said he just wants everything to go back to normal and that he misses our trio, me, him, and his sister. I've been thinking about the whole situation since yesterday, and yes, I miss him more than I've ever missed anyone in my entire life, but I hate the way he speaks to me. I feel like if he changes that one thing, we could be perfect. I don't really know what to do. His sister says he's been heartbroken about this, and I believe her, she's never lied to me. Update 2. I had my appointment with the gynecologist, and turns out I had a miscarriage. I initially thought it was just a really bad period since mine are usually heavy, but I was wrong. I've never been more heartbroken in my entire life. I can't believe I was pregnant and now it's gone. I tried to read every comment, and they all essentially said the same thing. I tried really hard to believe that he is the abuser everyone says he is, but I simply couldn't. He had never grabbed me like that before, and yes, it hurt, but at the time, I didn't think it was enough to officially break up. Stupid, I know. I thought, well, it's not like he hit me. But I was still very hurt by what he did and said, so I didn't try to contact him. He called me the day after the incident to apologize. He said he regretted what he did and promised to do better. I thanked him, and he asked to hang out, but I declined. He was understanding and asked me to stay on the phone just to talk. I still missed him, so I said yes. I also told him about the miscarriage, and he apologized profusely for his reaction. He genuinely looked sorry. He said that if he had known, he would have reacted differently and that his attitude was mainly because he was tired. We both cried, and it was a beautiful conversation overall. The next day, Sunday, he came over with a bunch of gifts and a handwritten letter. He apologized again for what he did and promised he would never treat me like that again. He said he underestimated his strength, didn't use his full force, and simply wanted his phone back. He said he was working on his anger and impulsiveness. We spent the next few days glued together and they were amazing. He was so cute, he kept referring to me as his wife. Everything was okay until last night. It was my friend's birthday, and we had planned to go together. My boyfriend and I went to different schools, so he didn't really know anyone and stayed with his friends most of the time. Most of the people there were from my high school, and I hadn't seen them in a long time, so I was talking to everyone. I forgot to mention, but his sister was there too, and we chatted. We were all drunk, and she jokingly asked what happened with her brother and why I went crazy on him. I responded laughing that he's the one who went crazy on me and attacked me. She asked what happened, and I explained that we were arguing. I took his phone, and he grabbed my arm and twisted it to make me drop it. She laughed and said he used to do that to her all the time growing up. I didn't say it in a serious tone at all, like I was laughing as I was saying it. Everything was fine that night, and we went to his place together as usual, but the next morning, so today, he asked me if I told his sister anything. I knew I fucked up, so I acted like I didn't remember the conversation and said no. He knew I was lying, which just angered him. He accused me of spreading lies about him to everyone for attention and said that he doesn't even know my friends, and that's the first impression they have of him now. I felt really bad and tried to explain that I wasn't thinking because I was drunk, and it's not like I said he punched me in the face. I tried to say that they didn't even hear me and that I was just talking to my friend. I also said that I was laughing as I was telling the story. He kept cutting me off and getting angrier. He was like, "Your voice is so fucking loud, you really think no one heard you? You? Are you that fucking stupid? Now everyone thinks I beat girls. Are you happy? Did you get the attention you wanted?" I just kept apologizing because I understood where he was coming from. I tried to hug him a couple of times, and he would just push me away. He kept calling me an attention seeker and a crybaby. I was sobbing because we were doing so good and I just had to ruin everything. When I tried to hug him for the last time, he slapped me in the face. I had never been hit in the face in my entire life, let alone by a man. We were both shocked for a moment, and then he started crying, apologizing. I had never seen him cry like that. I said I was okay and that I just wanted to leave. He tried to offer me a ride but I said no and went home by myself. I ended up going home, read some comments, turned off my phone, and just cried the whole day. I don't know why it took me all of this to realize he doesn't love me. If I'm being completely honest, I still cannot see him as this evil abuser. I know he is one objectively, but I simply can't see him as one. I don't know why. I did block him, and I'm trying to keep my distance because I'm scared of what he could do next. I'm pretty sure he knows it's over now. I'm not sure, but I think he knows. I don't want to tell his sister what happened. They're literally twins, so I just feel like she would take his side. We're really close, so I'm not 100% sure she would, but then I didn't know my ex would slap me, so I don't want to test my luck. He also has another sister, but I don't really know her / talk to her, and I just want to be alone for now. And no, I'm not going to the police. I don't understand how someone can look up wedding rings with you one day then literally hit you, in the face, the next day. I was literally pregnant with his child, and that's how he treat me? And he had the nerve to hit me knowing I lost our baby? I will never understand? I know everyone is gonna call me stupid for going back to him one more time, and I get it, I know I am. It just sucks that I have to deal with the pain of losing a baby and now losing my boyfriend. Thank you everyone for the messages and comments. You all helped me a lot. I'm probably missing a lot of details, let me know if you have any questions. The next day, Sunday, he came over with a bunch of gifts and a handwritten letter. He apologized again for what he did and promised he would never treat me like that again. He said he underestimated his strength, didn't use his full force, and simply wanted his phone back. He said he was working on his anger and impulsiveness. Now everyone thinks I beat girls. Now on to second story. Discovered my brother planned to bring his manipulative girl best friend to my wedding instead of his sweet girlfriend, so I uninvited his +1. My brother is 29 and has been with Leah for about 2 years. We all like her, she is super nice. I am getting married next April and sent an invite to my brother's apartment. We decided to send invites to households and not individuals. For example, our aunt received an invite for her family and not for each individual. Last Thursday, we met at my parents' place. It was just the core family because of some tax reasons, lol. While there, I asked my brother about Leah's dietary restrictions. I know that she is a vegetarian for health reasons and that she cannot have certain raw vegetables. He said that she wasn't going to come and that he was taking his girl best friend, Amanda, instead. Now, their relationship is weird AF. Amanda has always been stringing my brother along, in my opinion. He always denies having feelings for her, but let's be real here. Amanda would date other guys, blow off my brother, then when things were on the decline with her partners, she would be attached to him again. Her last boyfriend broke up with her right around the time my brother, his then ex-girlfriend, Amanda, and her ex were supposed to travel to Spain. What did my idiot brother do? Go with Amanda alone because Amanda was uncomfortable with his ex-girlfriend. Obviously, he acted blindsided when his girlfriend broke up with him. I didn't even say anything anymore because it's all so weird. So, when he said that, I asked if Leah already had other plans. But my brother said that Amanda had asked if she could come because it would be an opportunity to finally see the old gang. We were in the same friend group in high school. I told him that I would have invited Amanda if I wanted her there. Amanda is mean and cold. She always makes disparaging comments about other girls. At every event, around 1 hour in, she will make some sort of scene that either has her running away crying or sitting mad at a table telling everyone to leave her alone and then making a cryptic comment about something hurting her. I told my brother I was revoking his +1 and Amanda was not coming to our wedding. He accused me of being misogynistic and bigoted because I don't understand opposite-sex friendships. Which is BS. My husband has a female childhood friend who is his best woman. I love her too and she has been amazing. And she respects fucking boundaries. She always includes me and made a huge effort when I started dating my fiancé to integrate me into the friend group. Anyway, I said my decision was final. He could take it or leave it, but I would be inviting Leah myself because I like her. He screamed at me and told me to keep out of his business. I said to get rid of his weird fucking feelings for Amanda. He is mad at me. My dad said is none of our deal. My mom is furious with my brother. Update 1. I listen to 2 hot takes every day on my commute, so it was a huge surprise when you responded to my post. Thanks for your insights. Regarding the invitation, I now realize I shouldn't have phrased it as inviting a single person. I thought inviting households would be cute and less pressure for guests. Lesson learned, LOL. Here's an update I'd like to share with you. After the confrontation, I didn't hear from Leah or my brother for about 2 days. During that time, Amanda reached out to me upset about my Reddit post. She called me an asshole and insisted that Leah is not the only special woman in my brother's life. She argued neither Leah nor I have the right to be selfish with my brother's time, asserting she existed before Leah or any of his girlfriends and would outlast them all. She ended with a presumptuous statement that she would surely see me at my wedding. I was fuming. I chose not to engage with her other remarks but instead sent her a clear message. Hello Amanda. You are not invited to my wedding. If you want to see the old gang, please organize a coffee date when they're all in town. Should you appear at the wedding, you will be escorted out, peacefully by staff or with police involvement. Please refrain from contacting me or my husband. Amanda responded with more emails, mostly vague threats and name-calling, and turned to Instagram to indirectly target me. She tagged me in posts, making my username small so people wouldn't notice me tagged but would see it in my notifications. She also used an Ask Me Anything sticker on her Instagram story, where I'm pretty sure she asked herself leading questions. Highlights included questions like, what's the perfect outfit for a wedding? With a photo of herself in a dress captioned, this. But sadly I'll never get to use it, and what is your pet peeve? Followed by a rant about nosy people who think they have the right to control others. She flooded her story with sad quotes about no longer having a girl's girl. She tagged me in every single one. Of course, I screenshotted them all, lol. Some friends reached out when Amanda started spreading a different story, claiming I originally invited her but later disinvited her because Leah hates her and pressured my brother to do the same. The cool part? Not one person believed her. Many of our old high-SCH-ul friends have cut ties with Amanda, and the few guys who still talk to her are more linked to my brother. They reached out to let me know Amanda was spreading rumors. The girls in the group blocked her after she vented to them, which led Amanda to start bombarding their phones. My brother panicked, thinking I'd started a campaign against her. Speaking of my brother, he called and texted me multiple times, furious that I excluded Amanda and even blamed me for any harm she might come to. He went as far as calling our mother, saying Amanda was depressed and threatening never to forgive me if something happened to her. My mom advised him to call for a welfare check if he was genuinely concerned because he, as an individual with no training, wouldn't be equipped to handle such situations. The biggest development is that my brother got kicked out of a shared apartment. Leah called me to say their relationship might not continue and that she might not feel comfortable coming to the wedding. I understood her decision and offered an open ear. We met for coffee, and she recounted their ugly fight. Without going into all the details, Leah didn't hold back. She made my brother read every single text out loud between him and Amanda and sent a copy to one of her male friends, who replied, "Leah, WTF? This is not okay." She used this as evidence that their interactions were, at best, inappropriate and, realistically, an emotional affair. When my brother begged her to stay, she asked him why, knowing he would always choose Amanda. He swore he wouldn't, but his immediate response to a hysterical call from Amanda about me bullying her proved otherwise. Leah left while he comforted Amanda in another room. Later, she texted him that he needed to move out while she was away. It's her apartment, and she didn't want to see him until certain conditions were met, cutting Amanda out completely and seeking therapy to address his unhealthy patterns. The fight spanned 2 intense days. Leah found solace in your podcast and the comments here. She described it as surreal but helpful. She sends her greetings and wants people in similar situations to know a few things. Don't fear being alone because being with someone who's not good for you will make you feel lonelier than being single. Never enter a relationship with a "I can fix a" mentality as it usually ends in heartbreak. Prioritize yourself, and while trying to work things out is noble, don't depend on it as the solution. That's pretty much it. It sounds convoluted, like a soap opera, but my day-to-day life has surprisingly been calm. I think my brother really needs to mature and either commit to Amanda or realize he's being strung along. And to Amanda, please grow up and leave me alone. Update 2. We got a call yesterday night. He has been in a car crash abroad. My father and I are on the way there. Getting plane tickets was almost impossible, so we've been driving since 5 a.m. He was on a holiday with Amanda to clear their minds. Amanda didn't even call us. I don't know if she is still with my brother or if she is also hurt. My brother's phone was shattered, so he can't update us. The nurse, bless her soul, has been updating us. He can't even talk to us. I think I am just writing because I don't know what else to do. My dad doesn't want to talk. I don't know if he is mad or worried or both. I have never seen this expression on his face. My brother is an idiot who had hurt a bunch of people because he is selfish. But I still don't want him to die. He is my brother, thank God he is alive. Amanda is not here. Update 3. This has been an absolutely terrible week. My brother is alive but not doing well. We're stressed out of our minds because of the insurance situation. He and Amanda went to a country that's not part of the European Union, and of course, he didn't book any travel insurance. So, we have to pay up front and hope his insurance will refund us. But we all know how that goes. If hey owe you money, you might see it in 8 to 18 business months. My mom and Leah are trying to figure that out too. Amanda came to the hospital yesterday. She hadn't left, she just had to go to the police because of the car crash. The reason my brother is in the hospital is not because of the crash, but because of sepsis, a UTI turned kidney infection turned sepsis. They decided to go on vacation to blow off steam. Around 4 days in, my brother started feeling warm and sick. Amanda said she offered to drive him to an ER, but he declined. I'm not sure if she's telling the truth, but this is the first time I've seen her being genuine. They went out drinking, and when they came home, he took something for the pain. Amanda couldn't tell me exactly what it was, but she said it worried her because you're not supposed to mix medication with alcohol. They started arguing, and then my brother passed out. I don't know why she didn't call an ambulance, she couldn't explain it to me either. But when my brother came to, she loaded him into the car. Amanda said she panicked, and when they were arriving at the hospital, she crashed into a barrier. That's when my brother's phone, which he was holding, flew out of the window. Amanda decided to run into the clinic to get someone and stay with the car until the police came. After that, they didn't let her in because she's not family. Instead of calling us immediately, she went back to their Airbnb and told me that she just needed a moment to process everything. She had to go to the police, pay for the damage, and then went to see my brother. But here's where it gets frustrating. Amanda decided that she needed to clear her head and left my brother in the hospital alone for a day. She checked into a nearby hotel to rest. She didn't tell any of us where she was until she showed up at the hospital yesterday, looking somewhat relaxed and acting as if everything was under control. When we confronted her about leaving my brother alone, she said, "I just needed some time to get myself together. It's been overwhelming." Meanwhile, my brother was lying in a hospital bed in a foreign country, with no way to contact us because his phone was shattered in the crash. We're now trying to navigate the logistics of getting him home and ensuring he gets the medical care he needs. Amanda, on the other hand, seems more concerned about how this whole situation is affecting her peace of mind. She even posted a photo from her hotel room, with a caption like taking a much-needed break. It has been a nightmare, and Amanda's behavior, while not super malicious, has added to the stress. We're doing everything we can to support my brother. My brother, on the other hand, is struggling physically and emotionally. He's worried about the mounting medical bills, his recovery, and the strain this situation has put on our family. On top of that, he's afraid that Amanda is losing interest in him, which only adds to his anxiety. That's why we're playing nice with Amanda, to avoid adding any more stress for my brother. We're focusing on getting him the best care possible and bringing him home safely.